Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Carlo Ancelotti's held his press conference ahead of Sunday's game at the Emirates against Arsenal. Obviously, lots to talk about in terms of Andre Gomes' return. He said that he's ready to play. He said he's confident on the pitch, especially with contact. And that's the most important thing, is that because he's confident and he's got that mindset that they'll sit down and work out whether he's available to play. He said he's ready to play. It's just they just need to make that decision. So that's going to be an interesting one for Sunday, whether they start him from the beginning, give him an hour to get him back, or whether they bring him off the bench. I mean, that is completely down to the manager. That's completely down to the condition of Andre Gomes and what he thinks is best for this Everton team. It would be a bold move just in the fact that Everton have won the last two games and you don't really want to change your winning side. But if the manager thinks that he's going to add some quality, especially in a tough game away with tough games ahead, it might be better to start him from the beginning. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. For Bernard, he said he's fit. Theo Walcott is struggling. He's only just started training the last day. And I don't think he's really got back training with the team yet. So be touch and go, maybe an appearance from the bench against this old team. I'll have to wait and see on that one. On Jordan Pickford, he said that he's the best England keeper about. He also said there's no issues with him and nobody is perfect. He has to be a complete player. So, you know, I think he's giving him back on him, but at the same time he's saying to him, you know, he does need to improve a little bit. So no real issues. He doesn't, listen, this Carlo Ancelotti, he doesn't make any issues out of anything. Very laid back, very cool, very calm in the way he talks about his players and talks about upcoming games and everything, really. It's, you know, he never looks flustered, never lets the media get to the best of him, controls the narrative when it comes to the press conference, and it's completely different from the approach from the last manager, where he always seemed flustered and unable to answer a question straight. So yeah, I mean, and it does give you confidence going into the game as well Sunday, that, you know, he's talking about Andre Gomes and thinking, well, yeah, I can bring him back if I want to bring him back. We'll wait and see. It's no, if we don't, we don't. No hardship. So yeah, so that's good for Sunday's game against Arsenal. In other news, the Crystal Palace chairman, Steve Parish, has been talking about the need to bring in extra firepower. And, you know, that's why they decided to bring Cenk Tosun in. They said there's an agreement in place to sign him. And it'll be, you know, they'll have to see if that's the best for both of them. So hopefully, Crystal Palace saying all the right things. Hopefully Cenk Tosun will score a few goals between now and the end of the season. I know he scored on his debut against Man City, and he's been injured and obviously couldn't play in the last game against us. So hopefully he does start scoring a few goals. And they decide to sign him, and that'll get a big wage off the books at Everton and give us some money. So and hopefully for the player as well. You know, not good enough for us, but hopefully can do something for Crystal Palace. Another player on loan at the moment, on loan to us, Jibril Sidibe, has been linked with a move to Juventus today. Whether there's any truth in this, I don't know. This could just be the agent trying to get Everton to make a decision on his player. Yeah, we've got an agreement in place for around £13 million with Monaco. So Everton don't know whether they've made that final decision on him yet. Don't know whether the manager and Marcel Brands have made it. A lot of things to think about. Whether he's going to be the number one right back, whether they're going to bring John Joe in, whether they're going to bring somebody else in to be the number one right back. There's a lot to think about in terms of that. So this could just be the agent pushing Everton into making a decision. And some other news today. 2 Everton games have been changed for television. The trip to Spurs on the 11th of April is now a 5:30 kickoff. So it's still on the Saturday. It's a 5:30 kickoff. And the home game against Leicester, which is the week before, so I should have already said that first, the 6th of April is now a 8 p.m. kickoff. Now at 8 p.m. kickoff. Yeah, So there you go. If you've made plans for those games, you're going to have to change them. Unfortunately, this is the nature of the beast when it comes to television. It's where the money comes from, and sadly, they dictate when the games of football are going to be. So hopefully it hasn't ruined anyone's plans. There you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on anything I've spoke about on the Everton News Daily. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. We're just on that 39,000, pushing towards 40,000 now. And if you want more great videos, join us on Patreon. Also, head over to our shop. We've got some new excellent t-shirts, a new Dominic Calvert-Lewin t-shirt. All the links are in the description. Thanks for watching. See you later.